Hi, I'm Diane. Welcome to Yoga for Core. This practice is a short practice concentrating on the core muscles surrounding the belly, the feet, the shoulders, and keeping stability through the trunk. When we associate core, we sometimes think of the six-pack, but we're also working into the deeper transverse abdominals, which will support the lumbar spine. This is so important because most of us spend a lot of time sitting, slouching, and perhaps even driving to different places without stretching and without keeping this in balance. So if any of you are struggling with a little bit of lower back pain, this is the practice for you to help strengthen. So I hope you enjoy it. Do what you can, push to your edges, but feel confident that this is going to help your body. Let's get going. Come to a lying down position. So as we lie down, we may have a natural curve in our lower spine. Keep that natural curve for now. Don't over exaggerate it or flatten it. And we'll divide the pelvis and the chest region into three compartments. The first compartment runs from your pubic bone to your belly button. So that's number one. From the belly button to the solar plexus is 2, and the solar plexus up to the collarbones or up to the chest is compartment number 3. For any of you that are pregnant at the moment or have high blood pressure or any eye issues, please don't hold the retention breath. You'll just flow the breath up and down the spine. So on an inhalation, breathe into compartment 1, pause, compartment 2, pause, and compartment 3, pause. Let's get going. Take an inhale. Inflate the belly, pause. Take another inhale. Inflate the belly, pause at compartment 2. Inhale. Up to the collarbones, pause. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale. Pause. Inhale. And pause. Inhale, a little bit more. Pause. Exhale. All the way down. Let's do one more round. Inhale to belly. Big inflation, pause. Inhale to chest. Pause. Inhale to full. Pause. Exhale all the way down. And take a big breath in all the way up. And all the way down. So trying to also soften the belly and give it space so that it can feel the retraction. On an exhalation, tilt your pelvis so you've entirely flattened your back into the floor and squeeze belly. On an inhalation, roll the pelvis forward so you've got a natural little arch in the spine. Exhale, rolling the pelvis back, lengthen. And on an inhalation, rolling the pelvis so you've got a neutral position, pubic bone to pelvic bones. One more time. Exhale, rolling back, flatten. Start to feel your core switching on. And inhale, peeling forwards into neutral position. If that's okay for you and it feels quite difficult getting that connection, stay at level 1. Otherwise, interlacing the hands behind the base of the skull and leaving a little space so the neck can lengthen. Elbows wrap round, press into the back of your heart and start to tilt your pelvis backwards to flatten. On an inhalation, pretend to lift your feet off the floor. You'll feel your abdominals switching on. Float the feet up. Heels slightly higher than the knees and thighs parallel. On an inhalation, you might want to stay here and learn to just tap the right foot down, exhale, and the left foot down. So you should be feeling this, getting some heat in the core, maybe a little bit of shaking. And if you want to go up a level without crunching your neck, eye gaze up at the ceiling, exhale a little higher, chin off the chest and pressing into your back. You'll exhale, and you'll be doing this without talking, so if I can do it, you can try. Exhale, switching, starting to work. Exhale and inhale and exhale. So you can do as many as you want. You can add some music, and on an inhalation, hug the knees to the chest. Give a little massage into the lower back to release the belly. Take a big breath in through the nose as you pause, and a big breath out through the mouth. Round 2, so we up it a little more. Interlace the hands again, press the thighs away to 90 degrees, and I like to floint my toes, half point, half flex. On an inhalation, lifting head and shoulders off your mat, pause the breath, press the back into the floor. On an exhalation, extend your right leg, turning inside towards the knee, twist. Inhale back to center, press the back down. Exhale, coming across to the other side, straighten left leg. Inhale, curl. Exhale, twist. Inhale, curl. Exhale, twist. So you'll notice I'm not dragging my neck forwards or hurting and crunching the neck. Inhale. You'll also notice every time we come into that start of exhale, the lower back is pressing into the mat to switch on your rectus abdominal muscles. Inhale, final 2. Exhale, twist, dig deep, push through the ball of the foot. Inhale, center, curl. Exhale, so there's no movement on the pelvis, it's just your upper body. And then, not before time, lower down. Give yourself a big cuddle again, and maybe lifting the forehead up to the knees, shoulders broad. Inhale back to center. Final abdominal crunch, just in case you haven't had enough. We lift the legs up, bring the right thigh over the top of the left. So I find this quite uncomfortable to bind, so I'm just going to keep my shins pulling together. The opposite hand, so this one will be your left hand first, your right hand on top, will traction into your lower back. You can leave a natural curve here to work your deeper abdominal muscles, and you push your legs away at the same time. Squeeze the thighs towards your hands. So this should be really firing up your belly. Knit the ribs in for 3 and 2, and exhale 1. Inhale, sweep the legs up, swap legs, and then the right hand comes over the left thigh, the left palm on top of the right. Have a natural curve, maybe a little dip. Exhale, push the balls of the feet away, squeezing the shoulders slightly away from ears for 3, for 2, and final 1, dig deep, exhale, and release. So that should make you feel a little warmer. Gently rolling to the side or crossing your ankles, hooking your feet, and take a couple of times to roll up, and then come all the way round onto your belly. Onto hands and knees, belly facing down, spreading your fingers wide. If you've got any wrist issues going on, you can bring the hands wider, or you can bring the hands forwards or onto the fists. Thighs are parallel, top of the feet kicking into the mat, and your spine has a natural curve, but it's in neutral. Sit bones elevate, lift the chest, and pull the eyes of the elbows forwards. On an exhale, roll under the lower belly, middle back, separate the upper back and squeeze your bottom. Inhale, start from your sit bones. Your middle back dips between the shoulder blades dip. And squeeze back. Exhale, lower belly, middle back and upper back. Stretch. Inhale, sit bones elevate, middle back, upper back, chest comes through. You can gaze up towards the eyebrows. Exhale, lower belly, middle back, upper back. Tuck the chin into the chest, let the neck go. Then coming back to a neutral position. Tuck the toes. If this doesn't feel available, you can come up to a high kneeling position. Otherwise, sitting back as far as you can and give the feet a stretch out. So if it's sort of really painful, don't do it. But if it's on an edge of discomfort, it's good. It's good for the mind. Stay there and give the wrists a little roll around. Remember to keep breathing in and out and back the other way, not quite as flowing. So we'll come into cat-cow with knees to nose. If you want to stay at the last version, you're very welcome to. On an inhalation, sit bones, middle back, upper back dips, eyes of elbows forwards. On an exhalation, this time drawing the right knee up towards the nose and squeeze belly. Inhale, if you want to take it up a level, flex through the foot, squeeze the bottom, chest comes forwards. Exhale, point the toes round. Inhale, squeeze shoulders back. Exhale. Replacing the knee, just releasing back, elbows again, and massage through the wrists. Onto the left side, spread the palms, shoulders-ish over the wrists, but a little further forward's okay too. Inhale, lifting up, shoulders back. Exhale, round, lower back, middle back. Try to keep into the midline with your balance. Inhale, stretching through. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze the bottom, lift the heart. Exhale. And just coming back for a moment, resting your elbows soft. Bring the forehead down towards the mat. And take some soft inflating breaths into your belly, into your chest, and exhale, let go. Try to breathe in and out through the nose. So we've got some work to do. We'll continue. Spread the palms, lift up, tuck the toes, hip width apart. And I like my hands really wide here so that I can wrap my eyes of my elbows, these fleshy parts, forwards. They don't bunch up into the trapezius muscles. So you're finding your down dog here. And you take a little walk through your dog. Allow your head to relax as the back flattens. And start to take a stroll up to the top of your mat. Feet can be together or hip width apart. Exhale, navel to spine to support the back. And inhale, come all the way up to standing. Spreading your fingers. Exhale, palms into the center of your chest. Coming into 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. Lengthen the tailbone. Temper the ribs in from flaring and spread your palms wide. So you should feel your kneecaps lifting. And you feel really, really strong. Your core support is through your feet here. And the scapula is against your vertebrae. Inhale, sweep up. Maybe a gaze up to thumbs. Exhale, forward bend. So here's the tricky part. We inhale, halfway lift, chin in line with your lower back, ribs in. Exhale down. Take a step back with your left leg. Inhale, lower the knee. Sweep the arms up on the inhalation and squeeze the left buttock. Hands down to the floor. We'll start with a half chaturanga. Knee comes back. Tuck the tail. Exhale, draw the chest in between the thumbs. Pick up the legs, turn the toes into the midline for more space, and wiggle the fingers forwards. Inhale, cobra. Use your back muscles, and as you exhale, hands underneath the shoulders, push back and lift into down dog. Inhale, left leg forward this time, right knee to the floor. Inhale, take a lift out of your lower back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale all the way up, tucking the tailbone. Look to thumbs. Exhale, squeezing the buttocks gently under. And again, inhale. Reaching out of the waist. Exhale, forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep the eye gaze lightly forwards. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, right leg steps back, knee to the ground, sweeping the arms up. Hands down, stepping back. If you're really strong here and you can keep a really flat position, you push the heels away. So it's like a staff, it's really, really strong. Exhale without moving any deviation in your back, lower down. Slide the feet away. Inhale. Maybe elbows come up, maybe they don't. Exhale, pull back into down face dog. Spread the palms. On an inhalation, right leg forwards, lifting up. And on an exhalation, come all the way to the top of the mat, head down. Inhale, lift, and exhale. So I don't know about you, but I'm really warm. Coming into a standing sequence. Step the left leg back. And moving into quite a long pose here. So longer than leg length. Rough guess with the heel in line with the back foot. But the main thing is this front knee wraps round. So don't worry if the back leg turns in. We extend into warrior two. Firing that thigh to 90 degrees, scissor the heels and lengthen the tailbone. And if available, start to pull the hips back and move the arms into a core trikonasana, triangle pose. On an inhalation, looking along the middle finger, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flowing up, exhale. Inhale, warrior two. So this should be working really, really hard. Exhale, inhale, thread, twisting that back hip. Reach, nearly there. Exhale, inhale. One more time. Reaching across. Inhale, squeeze the midline of your legs together. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, flip your front palm. Inhale, tracing the hand down the back leg for reverse warrior and feeling the lift of your core. Maybe lift the front toes as you keep that bend. On an inhale, come back to center, turning your feet a little distance apart. Wrap the thumbs inside the thighs as you press the little toe edges. Exhale, twisting the right shoulder to the midline and squeezing lower belly. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up to center. So you can add a vinyasa to keep the heat, but we're just going to work onto the other side. Coming into warrior two. Exhale. Front knee wrapped. Push the little toe edge. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reaching up, exhale. So it's like you're holding a big beach ball. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Reach, keep the neck long, maybe gazing up to the top fingers. Inhale. Exhale there. Inhale. Sweep. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep digging deep. Keep that core lifting, no collapsing. Whoops. Inhale. Exhale. And for the finale, inhale, lift. Exhale, maybe a little gaze. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, flip the front palm, reaching back. And I like to soften my gaze now. It's been strengthening the neck, so holding there. And on the next inhale, come all the way round. Windmill the arms, step back into plank. If you're a little tired there, then don't compromise your chaturanga dandasanas. Tuck the tail and pull the chest in between the thumbs. Slide the feet away. You might feel like you can hook the top of the feet with the kneecaps up to lift a little higher, but your back muscles are ones that are working. If you find that you're using your shoulders, you're going to hurt them eventually. So here, or perhaps a little higher into an up-face dog. Exhale, rolling back through the toes into down dog. Maybe have a little play with your dog. And then coming into plank again. If this is too much on the wrists, you're going to come down onto the forearms and support. If that's too much, it's probably the mind telling you it's too much. But if it's too much, flatten the back and you can come into this position or this position. I'm going to try a little bit more challenging pose here. Neck is long and we come into mountain climbers. So tucking into your core, squeezing in. Exhale, and you might want to go a little quicker, rounding the back of the heart. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And release the knees down. Bring the top of the feet flat, the thighs parallel. And as you slide your hands out, the hips aren't going to move, the chest is going to come down towards the floor. If that's too much, bend the elbows. Finding that relaxed, heart-opening pose, stretching out the belly. And maybe take a couple of breaths here, breathing out through your mouth. So although you might have a lot of change going on in life, it's all about moving with that change and not feeling like you have to create a dam to the flow of water around the energy in the lower belly. And slowly coming out of the position, walking the hands back, tuck the toes again or just come round to seated, curling the rib cage up and under, the neck long, and then step jump. We're coming through to seated position and coming round. Take a moment to still and quiet in what's gone on in your trunk and the heat that you've created. An open gesture with your palms. So if you think about the energy that's been flowing, that you're stronger than you think, you're more powerful than you presume. And you can also burden a lot more challenges than you ever thought that you could. So it might not be the right time to say that some good will come out of the challenges, because they might feel really tough at the moment, but definitely growth is created when we call it tapas in yoga. The heat, the friction is created to make us observe what's going on. So we'll finish with Nadi Shodhana, which is a beautiful yogic breath. It's a pranayama technique to balance the nervous system and the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So if you take your right hand and bring the two fingers, your index and your middle finger, into the center. So your thumb and your ring finger are going to be the active ones. You've used your right thumb over your right nostril and your right ring finger over your left nostril. If you're left-handed, then using the opposite. So inhale through both. Exhale through the mouth. Then closing off your right nostril, take a breath in through your left. Close your left nostril with your ring finger and exhale right. Sitting tall, lengthen the tailbone. Inhale right. Close the right nostril and exhale left. That's one round complete. Inhale left. Closing your left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Close and exhale left. Allow the shoulders to soften. That's round 2. Let's do one more round. Inhale left. Close and exhale right. So hopefully you're feeling a little calmer. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. And releasing the hands. Just soften your gaze to the tip of the nose, or even closing your eyes. And feel the length at the back of the neck in line with your tailbone. If you prefer to take a Shavasana, come and lie down now with the palms open. Allow the rise and fall of the breath in the lower belly, the upper belly, and the chest to peel away any worries, any tension you may have been carrying at the start of your practice. And coming back to who we are, our core essence, and in feeling that we're never too far away from building that strength back up within the practice of yoga. You can stay here for a little while longer. And on the next breath in, draw the palms together to touch. Equal weight through the hands, the thumb touches your heartbeat. Make a little bowing gesture as you thank yourself for having the core to roll your mat out today. That's the hardest bit, is taking time out and having the confidence to practice at home with some guidance. And be kind with yourself. Treat yourself how you would like to be treated by others. Thank you for practicing core with me today. Namaste.